And we welcome you to the Central Florida area where we have Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals series between the Chicago Bulls and the Orlando Magic from the Kia Forum. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and welcome back to another 2025-2026 NBA 2K26 season playthrough here. As I said, we are in the playoffs as the series shifts to Orlando here, where the Magic took the first two games in Chicago. They lead the series 2-0. We saw the starting lineups of Chris Paul, Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic, while the Magic are led by Jalen Suggs and Desmond Bane, who's had a really good 2 games in Chicago, looking to continue his really good start to the playoffs here. As you see, Orlando will win the tip. Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero at the fours, with Wendell Carter Jr. at center here. You see Wagner for 3, no good. Wagner had 14 points in the Game 2 victory here. There's a 3, no good. As I said, we have Chris Paul starting in place of Josh Giddey. Paul did not play a single minute in that loss to Chicago, in that loss to Orlando in Game 2. As Banchero coming around the layup, and that's in there, and the Magic are on top 2-0. The Magic had a very hard-fought Game 1 when winning 98-87, but then they came out in Game 2 and came out like gangbusters, never trailed at all, led by as many as 49 points in a 116-87 when the Bulls made the score a little bit more respectable. As you see Dosunmu missing that one. Banchero grabbing the rebound here as we're over a minute into Game 3 here. As I said, the Magic do lead the series 2-0. Banchero for 3, no good. And Dosunmu will grab the rebound there, crossing the half-court line. Holding on to it right now as we have 15 on the shot clock over to Kobe White. 10 on the shot clock now. We have 5 on the shot clock. White for 3, that's in there, and the Bulls have a 1-point lead. Something they did not have at all for even just a couple of seconds in game number 2, as I mentioned. Kobe White had 20 points in defeat. He and Nikola Vucevic are the only 2 players that were in double figures for the Chicago Bulls. As Desmond Bane for 3, he misses that one. Vucevic will get the rebound. Dosunmu with it. Over to Chris Paul. Shooting back over to Kobe White. Dosunmu. He shoots the 3 ball. That is off the back iron. Wendell Carter Jr. grabbing the rebound. Desmond Bane back over to Franz Wagner, over to Banchero, and Banchero with the slam dunk, and the Magic are on top by 1 again. Banchero has scored all 4 points for the Magic to this point. Chris Paul for 3. That's off the back iron. Wendell Carter Jr. will grab the rebound. The Bulls really need a victory to get back into this series here. Banchero for 3 off the back iron. Wendell Carter will get the offensive rebound and the second chance points there. His first 2 of the game. Wendell Carter Jr. had 12 points in that game 12 points in the Game 2 win against the Magic. Vucevic will shoot the 3. No good. Desmond Bane grabbing the rebound. Bane averaging nearly 34 points in the first 2 games. He had 47, a franchise record in Game 1, and he had 22 in Game 2. Bane for 3, no good. Vucevic will grab the rebound here as we are approaching 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals here in Orlando. Kobe White dishing it back over to Vucevic. Vucevic with the shot up. That is off the front rim. Banchero grabbing the rebound. Desmond Bane holding it right now as there's 15 on the shot clock. Banchero. They shoot it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. for 3. No good. Vucevic grabbing the rebound. 4 minutes into the first quarter. Kobe White from the free throw line. That is in and out. Franz Wagner grabbing a rebound. Neither team is shooting the ball very well to start this game. Bane almost lost it for a second, but he keeps control of it. And he will lose it this time as Kobe White will get the theft. Dishing over to Dosunmu. Dosunmu coming around. He'll get the shot up. That's in there. The Bulls only shooting 2 of 9 to the Magic 3 of 9. Make that 4 of 10 as Banchero with the slam dunk, and that's 6 points for him. Chris Paul holding on to it. As I said, he did not play a single minute As Kobe White's going to come around with the layup, and the Bulls within one again. Vucevic will get the assist there. Franz Wagner holding on to it right now across the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. Wagner back to Carter Jr. Over to Banchero. 8 on the shot clock for the Magic. Magic almost lost it for a second, but Bane will get the shot up. That is no good. Vucevic will grab the rebound. Dosunmu. The rebound's 8-6 in favor of the Magic. As of right now. He's over to Vucevic. 9 on the shot clock. He'll get the shot up. That is no good. Banchero with the rebound. We look at it. Jalen Suggs. Suggs coming around with the layup. That is in there. Suggs led all scorers with 22 points in the win in Game 2. Dosunmu coming around, but he'll dish it out. I think he should have just taken the layup there. Halfway through the first quarter now. Chris Paul for 3. That will fall out. It looked like it was going to go in for a second. Kind of almost like the Vanderbilt shot in the NCAA tournament. Wagner will shoot from deep 2. No good. Vucevic will grab the rebound as we have Chris Paul holding on to it. Ayo Dosunmu. Dosunmu's coming around. And I don't know why he didn't take the layup, but Patrick Williams will miss the 3 there. I think Dosunmu could have made the layup there, but that's 2K logic for you. Banchero with the slam dunk. And the Magic up by 5. You see Paolo Banchero with 24.2 points a game here at the Kia Center. As we have a timeout called by the Chicago Bulls. We're going to take our first timeout as well. 5:17 to play in the first. The Magic leading it 12-7. Coming out of the timeout here, we have our first set of substitutions. We're going to look at it here. Anthony Black coming in for Jalen Suggs. Nothing for on the Bulls end. Orlando leading it 12-7. As I said, they took the first two games of this Eastern Conference Quarterfinals series, the 6th seed. Dosunmu. Get back over to Kobe White. Dishing over to Patrick Williams. Back over to Kobe White. 10 on the shot clock. White's coming through. He'll shoot the 3. That is off the back iron. Franz Wagner getting the rebound here. 5 minutes to play in the first. And there, Bane coming around. There's his first 2 points of the game. It's a 7-point lead. Bane averaging 22.1 points a game, but he's averaging just a little shade under 34 points in the first 2 games. Or a little over 34 points, I should say. No points for the Bulls in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds and counting. And there's a steal by Chris Paul. Careless turnover by the Magic there. Patrick Williams for 3 in transition. That's in there. That'll end the drought there for the Bulls. Anthony Black crossing the half-court line now. Over the Franz Wagner. Banchero for 3. No good. Kobe White with the rebound. 4 minutes to play here in the first as Patrick Williams will get back-to-back buckets here. Bulls shooting 5 of 17. The Magic 7 of 16. And the Bulls within 2. Still early in this game. Desmond Bane being guarded by Kobe White. Back over to Anthony Black. 5 on the shot clock. Black will take a deep 2. That's off the rim, and Kobe White has the rebound. Kobe White coming around with a slam dunk, and we are tied at 14. A 7-0 run very quickly, and things are even again. Paolo Banchero dishing it back over to Wendell Carter Jr., back over to Anthony Black, to Franz Wagner. 10 on the shot clock. Wagner for 3. No good. Williams grabbing the rebound. Chris Paul, who announced his retirement earlier in the actual real life season. He'll make the shot. He'll put the shot up. No good. We're out of bounds here, and that will retain Bulls ball. And we will have a timeout called for the Bulls here. We're going to take one as well. 2:52 to play in the first. We're tied at 14. So we have substitution out on the court right now. Let's see here. Oh, Josh Giddey will be playing in the game, as well as Matas Buzelis coming into the game now. So Giddey did not get the start. Moritz Wagner and Goga Badadze coming into the game now for the Magic. So we got Williams, Giddy, Herter as well. See Giddy, though, with that hurt icon at 9 on the shot clock. I usually will go through injury reports here. As you see, Patrick Williams for 3, and the Bulls are on top by 3. The Bulls on a 10-0 run in the last minute and 48 seconds and counting. They had nearly a 3-minute drought, and now they're on a 10-0 run as Mo Wagner back over to Anthony Black for 3. That's in there, and we are tied at 17. Kobe White holding on to it right now. Over to Patrick Williams. Williams for 3. No good, but Kobe White will get the offensive rebound and the second chance points. And the Bulls are on top by 2. The Bulls desperately need a win. No team has ever come back from 3 games to nothing in a series, as Anthony Black will tie the game up at 19. No team in NBA history has ever come back from 3 games to nothing to win its best-of-7 series. I think we've only had 2 or 3 times in history where a team has even forced a Game 7, but they lost a Game 7. Giddy for 3. That's no good. Moritz Wagner getting the rebound. Desmond Bain with it. As I said, he scored 69 points combined in the first 2 games. Bedaze dish it over to Mo Wagner. Back over to Franz Wagner for 3. No good. Buzelis grabbing the rebound. He's crossing the half-court line here. As we are down to 1 minute to play here in the first, we are tied at 19. Buzelis dishes it over to Williams. Williams for 3. That will fall out. Bain will grab the rebound. He crosses half-court line here. 45 to play in the first. And there is an illegal screen called against Mo Wagner. Substitution out on the court. Let's see who's coming out here. Giddy stays on the court. Now we have Tenney or whoever it is. I mean, these are going a little bit too fast here. Seeing some names I don't think we've seen at all. Herter coming around. He's going to go to the line as Franz Wagner called for his first personal foul, first team foul, as the Bulls are going to go to the line, shooting 2 with 31.6 seconds to play in the first quarter. This game coming to you from the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as Herter will miss the first one here. Collins is going to the bench. Jones coming out. Same with Terry going to the bench. And Smith out on the court. But as I say, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out, as Herter does hit the second one. Wagner will inbound it. He's holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Tyus Jones for Orlando will get the bucket, and they're on top by 1 again. Giddy will hold it. Shot clock turned off. This could technically be a 2 for 2 right here, or 1 for 1, as they will get the ball to start the second. You see Jones for the Bulls will hit the 3 with .4, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. End of the first, the Bulls leading at 23-21. You're watching the NBA playoffs here on NBA2K Vita Productions channel. We'll be back to start the second here in Orlando right after this. All set to start the second quarter here. Jones will take the inbound. There's Nicholas Batum. He's out on the court, same with Kevin Herter, and there is a reach-in foul called against Mo Wagner. That's his second personal foul here. And let's see who's coming out. Collins is coming out for Collins coming back into the court for Batum. He only had those few seconds. Buzelis. Jones, Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, Bedaze, Franz Wagner, and Mo Wagner out on the court. Jones for 3. He'll miss that one. 23-21. Bulls on top right now. As there's, I believe that's Mo Wagner with the bucket there. Or is that Franz Wagner? But we're tied at 23 either way. Buzelis coming around with the layup. That's in there. And the Bulls are on top by 2 again. Orlando took the first 2 games at home. Looking to try to go up 3 games to nothing. That was Mo Wagner that had the bucket because Franz is going to step out of bounds there. And he just had possession of it as we have more substitutions coming in. Let's see here. Jalen Suggs coming back into the game for Tyus Jones. Anthony Black being moved into the point guard position as Suggs moves to the shooting guard. Jones over the Herder. Herder for 3. Red Velvet with the 3-pointer there, and the Bulls are on top by 5. Bulls never led once in game 2, losing by 29, but they were down by as many as 46. They made the score a little bit more respectable than what it was, as Badaze will get his first points on a slam dunk. And a Magic within 3. Josh Giddey did not get the start in this game. Looks like he stepped out of bounds for a second. Good old 2K AI logic here. 10 on the shot clock. Zach Hollins. He'll get the shot up. No good, but Daze will get the rebound. Orlando has 17 rebounds in this game to this point. They had, I think, 56 in game 2. Suggs for 3. No good. Not Tyus Jones. Jones for the Bulls will have it. Giddey coming around. Holding on to it right now. Dishes it over to Jones of the Bulls. 5 on the shot clock. Jones for 3. No good. Moritz Wagner grabbing the rebound. We got Jalen Suggs now with it crossing the half-court line. Suggs coming around. He's going to go to the line and count it. Buzelis called for his first personal foul. That's the first team foul called against the Bulls. Let's see here. We got Chris Paul coming back into the game. White, Giddey will move positions. Dosunmu coming back into the game. Jalen Suggs with a chance to tie this game with an and one opportunity, and he does exactly that. Close game to this point right now. 9:15 to play in the second. 28 all, game 2. Or game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals, with the Magic leading the series 2-0. 8 on the shot clock. Giddey coming around. Giddey with the shot up. That's in there, and the Bulls are on top again. Josh Giddey averaging 18.2 points a game. Suggs coming around. Suggs with a layup. That's no good. Kobe White grabbing a rebound for the Bulls. And Ayo Dosunmu. That shot is up off the backboard. That's in there. 4-point lead for the Bulls and a timeout by the Magic. 8:29 to play in the second. We're going to take a timeout with the Bulls leading at 32-28. Coming out of the timeout here, we look at the Orlando lineup set here. So we'll have Suggs, Bain, Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, and I think Badaze stays in the game. So that is the lineup set there for the Magic, who are trailing by 4 here. 3.5 into the second quarter in game number 3. As I said, the Magic are looking to try to put a stranglehold into this series. We see Mo Wagner dishing it over to Bain. Bain for 3. No good. Kobe White grabbing a rebound. And they're White with the bucket that's in there. It's a 6-point lead. Kobe White with 11 points, 5 of 8 shooting. Bain for 3. That's in there. Desmond Bain bringing the Magic to within 3. Giddey crossing the half-court line right now. Just to go back over to Chris Paul. Who retired in real life, by the way. Dosunmu coming around with the slam dunk. The Bulls up by 5 again. Led by as many as 6, I believe. That's their largest. 14 on the shot clock. Jalen Suggs coming around with a layup. That's in there. The Magic shooting 50%. The Bulls 44%. The Bulls shot 39% in that Game 2 loss. Magic shot it fairly well at 57%. Kobe White coming around with the slam dunk. Chris Paul with the assist. The Bulls have 10 assists in this game. They had 25 in all of Game 2. Over the front, Mo Wagner, and Wagner's going to go to the line for an and one opportunity as Dosunmu. That's his first personal foul, and the second team foul called against the Bulls. Chance for Mo Wagner to get this team to within 2 as Patrick Williams coming back into the game for Josh Giddey. Buzelis, power forward. You see Giddey limping off. I don't know why. 2K just continues to override some of these injuries. You know, I have it set to auto. Mo Wagner will hit it. 2-point lead for the Bulls. Chris Paul dishes it back over to Dosunmu. Over to Chris Paul. You have 10 on the shot clock. Here the defense chance here. They need a stop here. White for 3 off the back iron. Banchero grabbing the rebound. She did over to Franz Wagner. Wagner for 3. That's in there, and the Magic are on top by 1. 39-38 Orlando as we are at the halfway point of the second quarter. Ayo Dosunmu back over to Chris Paul. Back to Buzelis to Chris Paul. 10 on the shot clock. Kobe White for 3. That's in there, and the Bulls on top by 2 again. Kobe White with 16 points. 7 in this first quarter, in the second quarter here. Timeout, Orlando. We're going to take one as well. 5:42 to play in the second. The Bulls on top by 2. Coming out of the timeout here, let's see. We got Paul, White, Dosunmu, Williams, and Vucevic coming back into the game for the Bulls. And now for the Magic. Let's see. Suggs, Bain, Black, Banchero, and Bedaze. Bedaze staying in the game. Haven't seen Wendell Carter Jr. at all in the second quarter. Anthony Black. Over to Desmond Bain. Bain shooting the 3. No good. Vucevic will grab the rebound. Under 5.5 to play until halftime here. 41-39. Bulls on top. Here in the second quarter, as I said, the Bulls really need a win as Kobe White will miss that one. Banchero grabbing the rebound. There's an failed alley-oop attempt there as that's Williams will get down with the steal there. Careless turnover for the Magic. Kobe White over to Dosunmu. Dosunmu will miss that one off the back iron. Suggs has it. Suggs coming around with the layup. That's in there. We are tied at 41. 7 lead changes, 6 ties. And then the Kobe White. White coming around with the layup. That's in there. He uses the backboard. Kobe White with 18 points in 17 minutes. He had 20 points in all of Game 2. Looks like he'll probably surpass it, barring any second half letdown. Bedaze, there's a shot up, no good. Vucevic will grab the rebound. Chris Paul back over to Dosunmu. And he's going to step out of bounds. Ayo? You stepped out of bounds? That is definitely, he needed to have better awareness there. Suggs will take the inbound from Black. Crossing the half-court line. Back over to Bedaze. Over to Banchero. Banchero for 3. No good. Williams will grab the rebound. Got Kobe White. Over to Williams. Patrick Williams with the bucket, and it's a 4-point lead for the Bulls. 3:41 to play in the second. Desmond Bain holding onto it. He'll get the shot up. That's in there. Desmond Bain, well needed 3 for the Magic. Bringing them to within 1. Over to Patrick Williams. to Vucevic. Vucevic for three. Off the back iron. No good. Suggs grabbing the rebound. Black. And that's going to be stolen by Dosunmu. Dosunmu over to Vucevic. Vucevic with the slam dunk. It's a three-point lead for the Bulls. Points off of turnovers, 11-0 for the Bulls. That is not good. With 11 points, they're going the other way. Bane for three. No good. Io Dosunmu, and he's going to throw that one away here, and that is a careless turnover by the Bulls. 2.5 to play in the second here. We got more substitutions. I believe Mo Wagner back into the game, or is that Franz Wagner back into the game? Wendell Carter Jr., as I mentioned, haven't seen him at all in the second quarter, but now he's back in the game. 2:25 to play until halftime. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. See Banchero with a bucket. Paolo Banchero with 10 points. This game coming to you from the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. I'm Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. As we now have 2 minutes to play in the first half, as Chris Paul missed that one. And then also, if you are able to support me financially, there's a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can find me on Instagram and X to follow me on. I see Bane will get the shot up. That's no good. Kobe White will grab the rebound here. Chris Paul with it. Desmond Bane has 8 points on only 3 of 11 shooting, 2 rebounds. Kobe White dishes it back over to Chris Paul. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Williams. Patrick Williams for three. No good. Franz Wagner grabbing the rebound here. 75 seconds to play in the first. Patrick Williams having a good game. 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. He's had 2 of 6 from 3. Banchero, he's going to go to the line shooting 2, as that is Dosunmu's second personal foul. Third team foul called against the Bulls here in the second quarter. Chance for Paolo Banchero to put the Magic on top by 1 again. I'm going to keep repeating myself. This is a must-win for the Bulls. They want to get themselves back into the series. For the Magic, a win will put a stranglehold, as Banchero will hit the first one. Banchero will hit them both. That's 12 points for him in this game. And the Magic are on top, 48-47 again. Kobe White dishes it back to Williams. Williams for three. That's in there. And the Bulls are on top by 2 again. Patrick Williams with 13 points. That's his third from beyond the arc. Under a minute to play here in the first. 50-48 Chicago. Franz Wagner, he could have just got the shot up, but Banchero will shoot the three, no good. Chris Paul grabbing the rebound. Nine on the shot clock. Over to Paul. Paul for three. That's in there. Chris Paul, I believe that's his first points in this game. We look at the 3-point field goals. 8 of 27 for the Bulls. Only 4 of 20 for the Magic. Shot clock is turned off here. And under 10 seconds of play until halftime. Banchero just holding on to it right now. Banchero getting a screen. Banchero deep 2. That's in there with 1.2 to play. And there, Paul will just let it go as we are at the end of the first half here. The Chicago Bulls, who are trailing this series 2-0, lead it 53-50 at halftime here in Game 3. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. This is the 2025-2026 season playthrough. We are going to bring you to halftime, and we'll be back to start the second half shortly. coming out here to start the third quarter. 53-50 Bulls on top. Game 3, they trail the series 2-0. So this is a must-win, but we see Kobe White having himself a really good first half. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He had 20 points in game number 2 in that defeat, but it looks like he could pass that up. Possibly could have a triple-double. Who knows? Williams will inbound it to Paul here as the starting lineups for both teams are out with Paul, White, Dosunmu, Williams, and Vucevic. While for the Magic, we got Suggs, Bain, Franz Wagner, Banchero, and Carter Jr. Shot by Kobe White. That's no good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. Desmond Bain only had 8 points, and he's going to turn the ball over. We look at points off of turnovers. I know the Bulls had 11 points off of Magic turnovers in that first half. Kobe White will take it in. We'll take the inbound from Williams. So we're all 30 seconds into the third quarter, I should say. Vucevic for 3. No good. Banchero grabbing the rebound for the Magic. Banchero holding on to it right now. 10 on the shot clock. Banchero will get the layup. That's in there, and the Magic within 1. That's 14 points for him, I believe, in this game. Look at that game summary. 9 lead changes, 6 ties. Here the defense chance here at the Kia Center. Kobe White coming around the layup of his own, and the Bulls up by 3. He has 20 points in this game now. He shot 62% himself from the field in the first half. Franz Wagner back over to Desmond Bain. Bain shoots for 3. No good. Vucevic grabbing the rebound. Over to Kobe White. White coming around another layup. That's in there. Make that 22 for him in this game. And the Bulls lead it by 5 again. I believe they led by as many as 6 in that first half. The Magic had a 5-point lead in the first half. Wagner for 3. No good. Vucevic grabbing a rebound. Kobe White with it. He has it again here. 10 on the shot clock. White for 3. No good. Carter Jr. with the rebound. Over 2 minutes into the third quarter. Jalen Suggs holding on to it now. Back over to Wendell Carter Jr. to Franz Wagner. Wagner for 3. No good. Chris Paul grabbing a rebound. As I said, Paul did retire in real life. Paul for 3. That's in there. Chris Paul, and the Bulls will lead it by 8. Their largest lead in this game. Banchero coming around. He'll dish it, give it up to Bain. Bain for 3. No good. Vucevic grabbing the rebound. I think Banchero could have attempted that layup and maybe gotten to there, but Orlando getting too desperate early on here in this third quarter. Paul for 3. No good. Off the back iron. Franz Wagner grabbing the rebound. Banchero back over to Bain here. 14 on the shot clock. Holding on to it. Bain will shoot the 3. No good. Chris Paul grabbing a rebound. Kobe White over to Paul. Back over to Patrick Williams. 8.5 to play in the third. 60-52. The Bulls on top. White for 3. No good. Banchero will get the rebound there. They shoot it back over to Franz Wagner over to Bain. Back over to Franz Wagner. His brother Moritz on the bench right now. Teammates. Carter Jr. for 3. No good. Kobe White will get the rebound here. That was some good ball movement. Good shot selection, I'll say that, but it just wasn't meant to be here as we're 4 minutes into the third quarter. Vucevic coming around over to Dosunmu. Dosunmu will get the shot. That's in there. The Bulls lead it by 10. Ayo Dosunmu with 8 points, 6 of them in the mid-range. Timeout, Orlando. The Bulls leading it by 10 with 7:44 to play in the third. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of the timeout here. This is Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals with the Magic leading the series 2-0. But the Chicago Bulls, as I said, desperately needing a win to stay alive in the series or to get back into the series, leading by 10 right now, their largest lead at this point. Suggs will take the inbound. Over to Paolo Banchero. Banchero, I thought I almost lost it for a second. Suggs will get the shot up. That's in there. Jalen Suggs, a childhood friend of Paige Becker's. Nine on the shot clock here. White coming around. White will have his way, but he will miss that one. Desmond Bane will grab the rebound. Over to Jalen Suggs. Dishing it back over to Bane. Bane for three. That's in there. Suddenly it's a 5-point game again. Desmond Bane. Now I know he's in double figures now for sure. Kobe White coming around. He'll get the shot up. That's no good. Bane grabbing the rebound. Over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs will shoot the three. That will not fall. Kobe White grabbing the rebound. 6:20 to play in the third quarter. Bulls leading it by 5. Vucevic for three. No good. Franz Wagner grabbing the rebound. Jalen Suggs holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Banchero with it. We got 10 on the shot clock. Banchero will lose it as Patrick Williams will come with the steal. Now you see Kobe White with it. To shoot it over to Chris Paul. Chris Paul's going to go to the line for an and one opportunity. That's the second personal foul called against Franz Wagner as Josh Giddey coming back into the game for Kobe White. Dosunmu will be moving to the shooting guard position. And for the Orlando Magic, lineup set will have Anthony Black coming in for Jalen Suggs. Chris Paul, he will make the and one and make the free throw, and the Bulls on top by 8 as we are over halfway through the third quarter. 65-57 Bulls on top. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals series, with the Magic leading the series 2-0. See Desmond Bane. They should back over to Franz Wagner for three. No good. Vucevic grabbing the rebound. Giddey with it. And he's going to throw that one away. So the Magic will get the ball off the turnover. Very careless turnover by the Chicago Bulls. Wagner will have it as he's crossing the half-court line. Anthony Black back over to Desmond Bane. Back over to Banchero. Banchero for three. That's in there. Three-pointer by Paolo Banchero, and the lead is down to 5 for the Bulls, as they're now approaching 5 to play here in the third. The Sumo back over to Chris Paul. 10 on the shot clock. Josh Giddey coming around with it. Giddey back over to Paul. Paul for three. No good. Banchero with the rebound. Desmond Bane over to Banchero with the slam dunk, and the Bulls, or the Magic, are within 3. Timeout, Chicago. 4:31 to play in the third. The Bulls leading it by 3. We're going to take a timeout as well. Coming out of the timeout, it looks like there's going to be no lineup changes here. The Bulls leading it by 3 with 4:31 to play in the third here in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. Coming to you from the Kia Center in Orlando. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. As I'm starting to get back into making content again. It's been a while since I've been recording. As Giddey's going to come around with the layup that's in there. Look at the Bulls, 28 of 62. The Magic, 26 of 56. 5-point lead for the Bulls here. Wagner for three. No good. Chris Paul with the rebound. 4 minutes to play in the third. Here, defense there. Giddey. That line, that's the layup is in there. That's good. It's a 7-point lead. You see Josh Giddey just limping right there. I don't know why 2K just wants to override these injuries. Even when I set it up to where where they're out, they still put them in anyway. Banchero for three. 69-65. And that's going to be out of bounds for Orlando ball. You see Chicago not happy right now, the coaching staff here. Buzelis coming in for Patrick Williams. Nothing for Orlando. Anthony Black crossing the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. Bancaro jumper. No good. Chris Paul with the rebound. Josh Giddey holding on to it here. Final 3 minutes in the third quarter. Back over to Vucevic. Over to Paul. 9 on the shot clock. Paul for 3. No good. Franz Wagner grabbing the rebound. Anthony Black holding on to it right now. This is back over to Bancaro. 14 on the shot clock. And there's an opportunity there. There's Wendell Carter Jr. I'm not sure if that's an alley-oop or that's a layup, but either way, the Magic are within 2 here. Under 2.5 to play in the third. 69-67. Back over to Josh Giddey. Over to Vucevic. Vucevic with the slam dunk. 4-point lead for Chicago. To Paolo Bancaro. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Bancaro over to Bane. Bane for 3. No good. Buzelis grabbing a rebound. Ten on the shot clock. Josh Giddey coming around over to Vucevic. Vucevic with the layup and is back up to a 6-point game. Minute and a half to play here in the third. 73-67, Chicago on top. Timeout, Orlando. We're going to take one as well with a minute 27 to play in the third. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the lineup set for the Bulls. We got Giddey, White, Herter, Buzelis, Collins. And for the Magic, let's see, Wagner, Badaze, Wagner, Block, and Jones. So both the Wagner brothers are in. Badaze coming in for the second time in the second. For the first time in the third quarter. Minute 27 to play in the third. 73-67. Bulls on top right now. You see Anthony Black coming around. 10 on the shot clock. Franz Wagner. And Wagner, no good. Collins. See Kobe White coming around. Kobe White with the bucket that's in there. Kobe White is having himself a game right now. I believe that's like 24 points in this game, maybe 26. Need to get an official stat here. You see Anthony Black, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Badaze. Badaze with the slam dunk. 75-69. 20 to play here. Nine on the shot clock. Get it over to Kobe White. And that's stolen by Moritz Wagner. There's Anthony Black coming down, but he won't get it. There's Franz Wagner for 3. No good. Kobe White with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Josh Giddey coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. The Chicago Bulls led by as many as 10, but they're up by 6 at the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes away from getting their first win of the series. How will it turn out? Will the Bulls hold on or will the Magic come back? Fourth quarter coming up right after this. Always start the fourth quarter off with the State Farm assist of the game, and that's going to go to Kobe White to Chris Paul. I believe that was on an and one opportunity there. Anthony Black well inbounded to Jalen Suggs to start the fourth quarter. So we got Black, Badaze, Suggs for 3. That's in there. Well needed 3. We got Buzelis. So we got Suggs, Bane, Badaze, Black, and Mo Wagner. So we got Kobe White, Josh Giddey, I know is out there. Same with Buzelis, Patrick Williams, and Kobe White. And Kevin Huerter, I believe that's the lineup set right there. Suggs for three. Back-to-back threes, and we are tied at 75. Can hear the crowd getting a little bit. The crowd is alive here in Orlando. Their team is up 2-0 right now. A song, actually. Who's out on the court? I did not know that he was into the game. Got to have the lineup set for both teams. Kobe White, though, has had a game, but he'll miss that one. Mo Wagner grabbing the rebound there. Over a minute into the fourth quarter. Chance for the Magic to take the lead, and they will do exactly that. Bedaze with the slam dunk. The Magic lead for the first time in the second half. 77-75. There's that first lead since 48-47 in the waning seconds in the first half. A song back over to Huerter. Red Velvet coming around. That is no good. Anthony Black will grab the rebound. Jalen Suggs. Dash it over to Bedaze. Bedaze with a bucket. Back-to-back buckets for him. We look at the game summary. 10 lead changes, 7 ties, and the Magic are up by 4 with under 10 to play here in the fourth. Timeout, Chicago. We're going to take one as well with 9:52 to play in the fourth. Orlando up 79-75. Let's look at the lineup set for the Bulls. Let's see here. Buzelis and Williams are back in with Giddey, White. And then you have, let me see, Wagner, Bedaze, Bane, Black, and Suggs. I know that. I've seen that from the scoreboard. That's Mo Wagner, by the way. Patrick Williams re-entering the game. Josh Giddey still out there with that injury. Over to Williams. Williams for three. No good. Anthony Black with the rebound. There's Bane with the slam dunk, and that's a 12-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Orlando was down by 6 to start the fourth. Now they're up by 6. Under 9.5 to play. Buzelis over to Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter will come with the slam dunk, and that will end the 12-0 run there. Red Velvet. First points in the fourth quarter for the Bulls. 4-point lead for Orlando here. 9 to play in the fourth. Bane for three. No good, but Bedaze will get the offensive rebound. Over to Anthony Black for three. No good. Bedaze couldn't get the tip in. Josh Giddey will come down with the rebound for the Bulls. Kobe White for three. No good. Bedaze grabbing the rebound. Over to Jalen Suggs. Back over to the front. Mo Wagner, I should say. And Mo Wagner with the slam dunk. The Magic up by 6 once again. 8.5 to play here in the fourth. Orlando leading the series 2-0. Looking to try to put a stranglehold in this series. Williams back over to Buzelis. 5 on the shot clock. Huerter for three. No good. Desmond Bane grabbing the rebound. Bane issued it back over to Suggs. Suggs passes up the shot, but Desmond Bane for three, and the Magic lead it by 9. Their largest of the game. Chicago had a 10-point lead in the third quarter. Now the Orlando Magic up by 9 as there's a reach-in foul called against Jalen Suggs. Let's see, we got lineup sets here. Buzelis is going to go to the bench. Paul coming back into the game. And for the Orlando Magic, let's see here. Anthony Black, Franz Wagner, Boncaro, and Wendell Carter Jr. As well as, and that's no good there. As well as Desmond Bane, he stayed in the game. Franz Wagner with it. Chance to go up by double digits here. Anthony Black back over to Desmond Bane. Over to Boncaro. Or no, Boncaro Did not get it. 5 on the shot clock. Desmond Bain still holding on to it at the free throw line. He has to get the shot up. He will. And that almost fell in. But Dosunmu will grab the rebound. Dosunmu back over to Patrick Williams. And Williams will get the layup. The Bulls shooting 34-77 in this game to the Magic. 36-74. Timeout Orlando. We're going to take one as well. 6:40 to play. The Magic leading it by 7. Coming out of timeout here, we look at Orlando's lineup substitution. Jones, Wagner, Black, Boncaro, and Carter Jr. That's the lineup set coming out of the timeout. With the Magic leading it by 7 with 6:40 to play in the fourth. It was 75-69. It's a 17-4 run to start the fourth quarter for the Magic, who are up by 7. Make that 19-4 and a 9-point lead again. Paolo Boncaro with 26 points. It was the Desmond Bain show the first 2 games, and now we got Boncaro showing up in the first home game of the series for the Magic. Looking to try to put a stranglehold on the series. Dosunmu, 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2, no good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. Over to Black. Desmond Black coming around with the layup attempt. That's in there! It's an 11-point lead for the Magic halfway through the fourth quarter. Williams will hand it over to Dosunmu. Ayo Dosunmu back over to Vucevic. Over to Kobe White. 10 on the shot clock. Vucevic, shot up, good. Vucevic. 21-6 run right now. Halfway through the fourth quarter for the Magic. That's the difference between trailing by 6 and leading by 9. 5 on the shot clock. Franz Wagner, 3, deep 2, no good. Dosunmu grabbing a rebound. Paul coming around. He still has it right there. 13 on the shot clock. They shoot it back over to Vucevic. Vucevic with the shot up, no good. Boncaro grabbing the rebound. And there, no good. Dosunmu grabbing the rebound. Dosunmu back over to Vucevic. Vucevic is going to go to the line. He'll have an and one opportunity as Wendell Carter Jr. called for his first personal foul here. Jalen Suggs coming back in for Tyus Jones. So we got Black, Suggs, Wagner, Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner. Oh no, wait a minute, it's not Mo Wagner. It's Boncaro and Wendell Carter Jr. Vucevic will sink the and one. Boncaro with the Bulls, the Magic leading by 6 here, 4.5 to play in the third. Wendell Carter Jr. with the slam dunk. 92-84. Chris Paul. This shit back over to Vucevic. Back to Dosunmu. This shit back to Chris Paul here. 5 on the shot clock. Paul over to Dosunmu. Dosunmu for 3. No good. Carter Jr. grabbing a rebound. And there, Franz Wagner. And that's going to be an and one opportunity. Nikola Vucevic called for his first personal foul. Franz Wagner heading to the line with the Magic up by 10, trying to make it 11 with this free throw here. One shot for Franz Wagner. 3:47 to play in the fourth. And he will sink it. 95-84. There's Vucevic. That shot is up, no good. Black grabbing the rebound. 3.5 to play here in the fourth. 95-84. Magic on top now. Over to Wendell Carter Jr. Carter Jr. with the bucket. It's a 13-point lead. The Magic, the crowd is feeling it here. Still a long 3:08 to play here. But Orlando is feeling alive here at home. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Vucevic. Dish it over to Paul. Paul for three. That's in there. The lead down to 10 for the Magic. Desmond Bane twists it right ankle. He looks like he wants to come back into the game, though, day to day, and we have a timeout called. 2:36 to play. The Magic on top by 12. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of timeout here, let's see the Orlando Magic set here. Suggs, Bane coming back anyway into the game, but as I said, you know how 2K likes to override these injuries. 99-87. Chris Paul will take the inbound. Over to Vucevic. Vucevic, that shot's no good. Carter Jr. grabbing the rebound. Jalen Suggs holding on to it. 87 points the Bulls are at. That's how they've been stuck on for the first two games. Wagner for three. No good. Kobe White with the rebound. Over to Dosunmu with 2 minutes to play, and that's no good. So they're still stuck at the 87-point mark. Suggs for two. No good. Vucevic grabbing the rebound here. There's over to Kobe White. Kobe White back to Williams, and Williams will get the bucket. And for the first time in this series, the Bulls have scored more than 87 points in a game. Could they still find a way to come back and win this one? Suggs coming around. He'll get the bucket there to try to make sure that doesn't happen. That's 21 for him, and the Magic are in the century mark. 101-89 right now, under 90 seconds to play here in the fourth. Vucevic, no good. Bancaro with the rebound as we got Jalen Suggs holding on to it right now. You see Desmond Bane. Twisted ankle for it, they said, but he's still in this game because, you know, 2K likes to override injuries. Wagner for three. No good. Wendell Carter Jr. gets the offensive rebound in the bucket. It's a 14-point lead here. 1 minute to play in the fourth. And it very well looks like that the Magic will have a stranglehold in the series. Vucevic dishing it back over to White. Dosunmu had it for a second. Over to Chris Paul. Paul for three. No good. Franz Wagner grabbing the rebound. Bancaro holding on to it. 15 on the shot clock. That's all they can do is hold on to it right now. Over to Carter Jr. for three. No good. Dosunmu grabbing the rebound. This will be the last possession with the shot clock. And that's stolen by Franz Wagner, and the shot clock is turned off. And will the Magic hold on to it? 13 to play here. Final 10 seconds. And they are just going to hold on to it here. It was a dominant fourth quarter here. They come back from 10 down in the third quarter, down by 6 in the start of the fourth quarter, and the Orlando Magic will find a way to win it. 103-89, the Magic now have a stranglehold on this series. They lead the series 3-0 with a chance to close it out in a few days. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back for the post-game player statistics coming up. At the post-game player statistics, we always start off with the home team, and it is a victorious Orlando Magic here, led by Paolo Bancaro, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Jalen Suggs with 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 9 assists, close to a double-double for him. Desmond Bane with 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He gone down a little bit in production, but you know what? Glad to see some other players are putting in the effort as well. Wendell Carter Jr. with a double-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist. Goga Bitadze, 8 points, 3 rebounds, followed by Anthony Black, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Moritz Wagner with 7 points, 4 rebounds, rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Franz Wagner, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Then we got Tyus Jones with 2 points. Noah Pinda, Jonathan Isaac, Jet Howard, Jace Richardson, Tristan Da Silva did not play for the Orlando Magic. And now for the Chicago Bulls, we have Kobe White with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal. Yeah, he came close to a triple-double. He did have his double-double, though. Let's see. Patrick Williams, 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Chris Paul, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Nikola Vucevic, a double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds. Ayo Dosunmu, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, followed by Josh Giddey, 6 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists. Kevin Huerter with 6 points. Trey Jones, 3 points, 1 rebound. But Matas Buzelis, Deuces Wild, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Dallin Terry had no stats in 1 minute of play. Noah Asong did not have any stats in 3 minutes of play. Zach Collins only had 1 rebound, 0 for 1 shooting in 5 minutes of play. Jalen Smith, no stats in 1 minute of play. Same with Nicholas Batum. And Isaac Okoro did not play for the Chicago Bulls. And that does it for your post-game player statistics. Our next game, we are staying in the Eastern Conference, where this series shifts back to Indianapolis between the number 5 seeded Indiana Pacers and the 4th seeded Milwaukee Bucks. Both teams split the first 2 games, where the Pacers won game 1, and then the Milwaukee Bucks, by nearly 40 points, took out the, or a little over 40 points, I should probably say. They took out the Pacers in game 2 to send the series back to Indianapolis tied at 1. So it's a huge game 3 for both teams. For the Pacers, they like to try to keep that momentum, and they go up 2-1 with game 4 at home as well. For the Bucks, they want to try to steal home court back as the series is guaranteed to head back to Milwaukee for game 5. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. And if you are inclined to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on social media on Twitter /X and also on Instagram. And now a reminder, the final score of the game, thanks to a big 4th quarter, this Orlando Magic come out on top 103-89. They have a stranglehold on the series. They lead the series 3-0. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.